My name is ChillPanic, and 105, that's gotta be the hardest beat drop I've ever heard. And this is Behind the Track. Behind the track. So I've got all the automation up here on the first track, just so that way I can easily solo stuff with the automation in it. I feel like for this one, I usually go through the instrumentation first. This is the project, by the way. So this is what people hate on, hard work. Okay, so I feel like it's important just to go over the robot part first, because that's what everybody be talking about. So this is the infamous robot Kendrick.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
So that was done using a plugin called Manipulator. I'll just make it from scratch. This is a fantastic plugin. I love it. So basically I just turn down the pitch and the format. So it's like this.
They not like us. They not like us.
And I think I did this octave thing maybe.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
And then what you do, you make a MIDI channel. So you just add a MIDI out. I'll just make this 35 because I don't remember which one it is. So then I just have that repeating. And then what Manipulator is going to do is turn the Not Like Us into just one note. So it's just going to say D over and over again. So.
They not like us. They not like us.
Oh, okay. Oops. Let's turn all this down.
They not like us. They not like us.
And then just turn the format down.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
And there you go. That's how that was done. I love you too, Mr. Marcus. Are you the gym teacher that's going to play this? I guess we should go ahead and go over all the vocals. I'll just go ahead and show you the processing I did on the vocals. So I went to YouTube. I found Not Like Us. I downloaded it, YouTube to MP3. And then I used la 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 or whatever .ai to separate the stems so that I had the voice, because this was before FL had native stem separation. Okay, this is how his voice sounds without the effects.
I must have on the beat, ho, beat, boat, any.
And this is with the effects.
I must have on the beat, ho, beat, boat, any rap nigga, he a freak though.
I had to make his voice like really stand out, because this is the first time I ever made Brazilian funk. And all the reference tracks I listened to, it's like really distorted and clipping. And so I tried to make the track around it distorted and clipping, so I needed to really push his voice. So I did this little EQ on it. I got Camel Crusher on the magical British Clean preset. The British Clean preset, dog? That shit is magic. I have this reverb, and I just use this for reverb throws, and I automate it on and off, and I'll show you all that later. And then I've got the mix down to 24% for Camel Crusher. The Fruity Balance looks like it's just turning up the volume in certain areas. Like I automate the mix of this Fruity Balance instead of automating the actual volume on it. And then what's really doing a lot of work right here is Valhalla Room. I like to use Valhalla Room as a chorus. So this is without it.
I must have on the beat, ho, beat.
And this is with it.
I must have on the beat, ho, beat, boat, any rap nigga, he a freak though, man.
I feel like a lot of people would see that as too much, but I mainly come from rock. Like most of the music I've made is rock and EDM. So especially in like the early 2000s stuff, there was a lot of chorus effects going on with Howard Benson with 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin and stuff like that. So I just really like that sound, so I do that a lot. I have a long pre-delay on it, and so I guess this is sort of like a reverb and a chorus. And then I have this delay that I also automate the mix on for doing delay throws every now and then. And I've got this EQ, which is very similar to the first EQ, but it's just going on after all the effects. And then I've got a limiter, and it's getting pushed pretty hard into the limiter because I needed it to stand out, and a limiter is like my last resort for getting a vocal to stand out.
I Mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any.
And putting it after the reverb really helps it push out that reverb / chorus. So this is without the limiter.
Aye. Mustard on the beat, ho,
and with it.
Aye. Mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rat nigga, he a freak though. Man down, call like amber lamps.
Amber lamps. I've got this delay throw. So that way it just goes.
Aye. Mustard on.
Because I just wanted it to immediately be different as soon as it started. So I have this come in.
Pass on his body, I'm John Stockton.
When, you know, I just wanted that to stand out. And I'm a big fan of Skrillex, and he does shit like that a lot. So that's where that comes from, really.
I'm finna pass on his body, I'm John Stockton.
Oh, and that little thing, that's a tonal delay. That's making him sound robotic right there.
Body, I'm John Stockton.
That's using this delay, using a very short time.
Body, I'm John Stockton.
And then, with the Beat Your Ass and Hide the Bible if God watching, I have a reverse reverb that goes into it, because I wanted that part to really stand out.
I'm finna pass on his body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
It's right here. I'll show you that. And that way it just, whenever it kicks in, it like really kicks in. And then I have this, which is the same take. It's just down one semitone to give it that chorus effect like I talked about before.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
And just in context with everything else, it just kind of makes it stand out a lot.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
See, without it.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
I just don't, you know, come out as hard. So in this part, I added some extra vocal effects. Like here, he says, "Say Drake," and then I have a yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not Drake, but it's a female vocal sample, which is crazy how much it sounds like Drake when all I did was turn down the pitch of a vocal sample of a woman. So reset. This is how it sounds initially.
Yeah.
This did 3 semitones down.
Yeah.
And it's Drake.
Yeah. I hate you like I'm young. What? You bet.
And I added that little what because I just thought it was funny. It's like, I hear you like I'm young. What?
What?
And then I have this female laughing right here.
To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make
sure to hide your little sister from them. And then I got a sample from Decap that's like, damn, like the Friday thing, you know.
Just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your head.
Okay, so there's a couple of cool things right here. We got the
certified pedophiles.
You know, I just took down the pitch of his vocal. And then on the WAP, to really make it, like, to really sell it, it's just like bam, 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 bam. And after he said the pedophile,
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
I have the ohs. That's all me. That was from my song Censor Me. And it's just me saying oh a bunch of times. Oh, and then I found this from Kashmir. And that really gives it the whoo. That way it's like certified PDF. Oh.
Certified pedophiles. That fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff.
So here I take minor and I stretch it out some. So it goes for longer and it just goes straight from
Probably A minor.
And then I use a frequency shifter to make it rise. And I don't even remember what this is. Oh, and then I have the original A minor, and it goes down in pitch. And then I have this building up.
they not like us. They not like us.
And that was just a low pass filter. And then I have his wops coming in on the kick.
They not like us.
Now let's get into the drums. Hey Drake, I heard you like them drums. So I wanted to start it out with sort of like a Latin-y vibe, you know. Oops. Oh, and I guess, you know, right here, I have this come in, this little stinger. Anyways. So yeah, that's what this pattern looks like. It's just a bunch of claps. Oh, it's just 2 claps. A company small room clap and I don't know how to say his name, but yeah. Big kick energy. And that's how Echo Soundworks kick from his Ashes sample pack. Oh, another important thing is this reverse kick. Because whenever you do a low frequency in reverse, as long as it's not too loud and it doesn't, like you got the zero crossing right, so it doesn't do a click, then it just makes the next low frequency sound really hard for some reason. Like, it's crazy how much of a difference that makes. So yeah, just to build it up. Oh, and this is me doing. That used to be like my vocal tag. So every now and then I throw it into a song. But yeah. I wanted to pick up the energy right here. So I have the kick come in doing this. You know, doing the same as the bass, and then I also have this drum loop. I don't know where I got that. It was a free Brazilian Phonk sample pack I found on YouTube somewhere. So whoever did that, I appreciate you. It's hard. So I wanted this to have more of like a trap vibe when this came in. I appreciate that. I'm gonna just refer to you as G for now. When these trap drums come in, I have the Salt and Crash, and that's just like the shit getting heavier indicator. And yeah, I got those haze. Which that's sounds like a bunch of different samples of Hey. Yeah, I got this one from Decap. And then this one from, I don't know. It's from Splice though. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to be the loudest. That's from the, I can't remember. I don't know. Now I've got this 808. John Case or whatever, 808. And I'm doing, I add some distortion to it. Without the distortion, it sounds like this. With the distortion, it sounds like this. And the way you do that is by, you take your original 808, let me show you the EQ on it. I just dipped out a little bit in the 100 range because that can get really muddy sometimes. And then you route to this track, not route to this track only, so that both of these tracks are playing, the original plus this track. And added a saturator to it, wave shaper, like just really heavy distortion. The important part is to take out the sub after on this one, because then if you have the sub fighting, ironically, it's not going to sound as loud, because lower frequency sounds are like slower waveforms, they take up more space. So the more controlled you can get your sub range, the louder you can get the overall track to be. And the distortion just helps the 808 be heard on small speakers like iPhone speakers and stuff like that. And I have these cymbals come in. I just had the velocity going down on every second one, just to give it some rhythm. Then we got some trap hi-hats. Then the trap beat. This kick sounds like a decap kick. Yep. You know, because you got to have those drums that knock, you feel me? Another important thing is the cymbal loop. I use it on almost every fucking track when I need to build energy, because for some reason it just works. And then I got the little trap siren, you know, because I don't know, I just thought it sounded good. And then the drop drums, that's that's just a bunch of that. I put in everything I could to make it hit as hard as possible. So that's this, you know, a bunch of different claps. Then we got, I think that's more claps. Yeah. The claps from the intro. And then I got these. I think that's from Storm Drums from East West, which I don't have anymore, but I sampled it and kept it so that I could keep the samples. Then we got a kick right here. And that is, yeah, the same kick from before. Echo Soundworks. Then I got the hats doing it too. I just wanted pretty much the entire frequency range filled up with stuff that would go with the wop, 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 wop. So that way, it's whopping. You gotta have it whopping, you feel me? And for the infamous build up, I have this little loop. But it's just high passed. And then when the beat drops, it might still be high pass. So this drum loop kind of informed how I did the bass. But also the bass was like, it was built off of the dun 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 dun. But then with the bass, it's like boom, boom, boom. So it's like almost the same rhythm, but just a little bit more of a Latin vibe. Okay, and then the last thing I'll say on the drums is just, I have these shakers come in. So there's two basses in this. This is the first one. Which is something I made in Serum. This one is for the sub. And then this is also a Serum patch. Oh, no. I just made that higher in pitch. This is from another one of those free packs on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I don't remember who made it. But whoever did, you did a good job. And then, you know, we got the little whoas. When the trap part comes in, I have this bass. And it's just a cowbell. And I just put the cowbell in there because this is supposed to be Phonk. And when I think Phonk, I think cowbell. So we're pretty much done, except for this bass in the beginning. It's the same melody as the drop bass. It's just like a classic house sounding bass. That's I made that in Serum. It's pretty much just one octave. I mean, just like you have the tonal and then you have it up a semitone and maybe another octave, and then you distort it together and it gives you that. It just sounds really nice with the sub bass. And then I reversed one of these hits from this, from the fifth bass, so that it comes in right here. I just thought it, you know, just makes it hit harder. That's pretty much the whole shebang. You know, I got all these risers and stuff. Then I got these little glitch effects right here, which you can get on my Patreon. Pretty much throughout the entire track, this is actually important, even though it doesn't sound important. I have birds. In almost every single one of my songs, I have this bird sample in it. And that's really important for giving your song a sense of like life. I know it sounds stupid, but having either rain, city noises, or birds or something, that's one thing I've noticed when I listen to a track. It adds some sort of professionalism to it somehow. I don't get it. Like Skrillex, he always has some type of high frequency content going on. And I just like the birds the best. That's how you do the whole thing. And if you didn't catch the live stream, don't worry, because I'm going to edit it and put it on the Behind the Track playlist, which is a series I do where I go behind my songs. And I'm going to stem this out and put it on my Patreon, so you will have the stems for this. I won't be able to put Kendrick's voice up there for, you know, obvious copyright reasons, but I will have the entire instrumental. Thanks for the love and the hate on the remix.
Join my fucking Patreon. My Patreon. Join my fucking Patreon. My Patreon.
Please sign up. I'm broke as shit. Please sign up. $5 is a little bit.
Join my fucking Patreon. My Patreon.